Wasn't it found that Hulk Hogan was kind of not a friend of the melanated community? Didn't we find that out? Good morning, A. I cannot begin to tell you how sick I am of looking at these two. Zatanna and Black Canary. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them. Yeah, I was like, he's like he didn't he wasn't he kind of well, yeah, we're not gonna go down that road. We're not gonna go down that road. We're not gonna go down that road. But okay. All right, so yeah. I was thinking, didn't Malcolm Jamal Warner die not too long ago? Like a couple days ago, maybe? Almost a week ago? So, I want to do some Guy Gardner gameplay, which means I'm going to play against you guys, people on my friend list, which I think is actually kind of a fun thing to do. Um, just going back and forth. So, I want to do that. I talked in the Discord about refilming the top 10 characters that should be in DC because of all the things that got a. What's up, JD? Unlocked the guy just like 30 minutes ago, to see if he's any good. I did change up his gear a little bit too. I'm so sick of looking at these two. Oh my god. I did change up his flip. I did change the little setup, a little bit of setup that I had on him. So right now, and I don't know when I should record, when I shouldn't. The truth be told, I don't know. I'm gonna just play that by ear. So right now, I switched him up, and I put him in 2 crit and 1 attack. Um, and then I found this crit piece that actually gives crit chance as the base stat on the accessory that I did not know I had, which right now means that he's gonna crit at 25% rate, which I like. 1 and 4. I want to try to get that up more, of course. And what I was going to do actually, and that's what I was trying to beat that level right there, is there is crit on this helmet, right? And whether I keep it on him or not, this is an epic one piece. I can get it to 13 if I have a mill. I got 483,000. So what I was trying to do was get through 2715. Because then if I get through 2715, I'll get a couple more nodes because that is the one that's sticking on me. And then I would open this, which would give it more value if I could get a few more nodes. But as it is right now, I'm stuck on Zatanna and Black Canary. And I need to check one thing real quick. This won't let me. Yeah. I need to check one thing real quick as well. And maybe I should take a screenshot so I don't keep messing up my thing here. But basically, oh, yep, they can be viewed here. I know. Let me go ahead and get that from you. Thank you. So right now, it'd be 30K an hour at 12 hours. So 360,000? Or is that 3 million? Hold on. 30K is 30, and then you multiply that by 12. Yes, 360. Nope. Yeah, 360. So 360,000 would still be shy of what I would need, actually. So that's why I'm like, let me try to beat this real quick. Not successful so far. And I'm trying to think of any other events other than, and the thing is I did like the leveling up, all that other stuff. I had the gold. And I would need to try to find where I could get gold right now. As a matter of fact, let me do this so that I can level up this piece for Guy Gardner. And I think that would be, I don't know what percent that would put that at. Strengthen. Let's go ahead and do that to 13. Boom. Oh, wait, it won't even tell me the sources. Ugh. All right. So that's the plan. And then once I get him up that last piece of crit from that gear, then I would take him to face you guys. Unless I can't figure out one other source of gold other than opening up all these. I really want to get past 2715. And the other thing I was thinking of is that because I was starting to use Poison Ivy actually, because she attacks the back row, but her gear isn't the best. So I was thinking about actually switching out her gear with somebody else's that's a little bit better on the attack side. I'm not using Superman at the moment for that. And actually, let me go ahead and exchange this now and see what happens. I'll put this on her. We'll go back into 2715. Hopefully, and this was the scarecrow of it all. He's out right now. He would put out a bunch of poisons. And this is where I'm trying to just duct tape anything together to get enough damage. And what did other people use? Yeah, Constantine, Ocean Master, Nightwing, Deathstroke. Won't have Deathstroke till tomorrow. Constantine, Zatanna. I think they used Damien to take care of Black Canary, which I was looking at. They have their Damien at rank 9, though. Mine is at rank 6. I was using my Black Canary to this point to silence her, but maybe if I use Damien, he would be able to take her out completely. So maybe I'll try that next too. All right, so let's go ahead and go here. Let's see. So I can get this last piece of crit so I can go ahead and get Guy Gardner up. Where is Poison Ivy? That. Okay. She shouldn't even be, but all right. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try Damien. And if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to go with Guy Gardner as he is right now to play. How are y'all doing? Okay. Is this going to improve her attack? That did not seem to improve her attack. So then the next thing is put that gear onto Damien if this doesn't work, and then try to put Damien in the slot over here with Black Canary, run his ultimate first, or even manually, and then just try to tag Black Canary as much as possible. Yeah, that's our silence. That's fine. Yeah. Sup, Rello. I am preparing to upgrade a piece on Guy Gardner so I can take him into fights against you guys, basically. And actually what I might do is I might record the footage now and then do the and that might be awkward though. We'll see. Yeah, I got him this morning. It was the first pull I did. Well, the first group of 10 pulls I did. I got him, and then I immediately was like, damn, maybe I should have gone for saving my gems a little bit and going harder. But I'm going to get Growth Fund tomorrow. I'll do, I guess, something like, should I do? I'm not going to do all the pulls on his, but I'm going to do a few. Rella, do you have him? Do you have Guy Gardner now? Not yet, okay. But were you pulling for him though? Actually, in chat, who has Guy Gardner and who doesn't? I know JD just said, but this is going nowhere fast. I really like Black Canary. Really. Only did one pull so far for the event. Gotcha. Okay. Absolute nightmare. And now that I'm looking at it, we are not going to, with 5 turns left, I really don't see it. Damn. There you go, JD. There you go. That was about mine too. I think it was the 5th because I did 10 in a row. Like I always do 10. And when I got done with those 10, they showed them first, but then when I got done with those 10, it said I had another 5 like on my epic guarantee counter. And I was like, okay, so I got him somewhere in the middle. What's up, Go Birds? Yeah, this is not going well. All right, so like I said, last thing. And then if not, I'm just going to go straight into Guy Gardner and I'll figure out where to get the goal from somewhere else. Maybe System Recovery will let me do it. Characters. So just so that I don't get things too confused, Poison Ivy, you're going to give back Superman his gear. Replace. Bop. Where are you, Soups? Did it make you fall down that far? Was her gear? Is her gear that bad? Okay. Then we will go to Damien. We will try with Damien, and if that's not happening, I wonder if I have enough to rank Damien up. I do have this. I could theoretically rest him up. Birds. As a child in the 80s, first wrestler I ever knew about. Yeah, we were just talking about that. There's been some, and, you know, all of our famous figures, or a lot of them, have a complicated history. Just Hulk kind of came out against people who, not against, but just not necessarily in favor of people who look like me. That's all. But sorry for your loss. I know how some, like those moments from childhood when this is why I brought up Malcolm Jamal Warner, his passing. I was listening to the Bill Monty Jones podcast yesterday, and they got into the discussion of how those members of TV shows and things that you watch when you're younger become an idealized version of what you would think of as a family member. So you have all the positive and all the great memories and everything, but none of the negatives of having to, like, you know, your mom telling you can't go somewhere, so you're upset, and there's no imperfection in there to like nuance the relationship. It's just always this idealized person that's presented to you. And Hulk was one of those. He was one of those like American hero type things for the time before he had all that problematic stuff. And he was a fighter at the same time, so that invokes a different kind of emotion, like where you're kind of you cheer for them to overcome adversity. Him fighting Andre the Giant, you know what I mean? And him picking up that big old man, who Andre the Giant, his ending was sad, but picking up that big old man in the middle of a stage where people were like, he's going to die. You know what I mean? Like people were genuinely like, well, he's not going to make it. And then him picking up that dude in the middle of the ring and dropping him, that was a very much like, yeah, see, you can do it if you just go at, you know what I mean? Like it's very inspiring in a way. I think that's what a lot of people get from wrestling when you're younger, just the being ganged up on, having to fight the bad guy, that kind of stuff appeals to people. So I can understand the thing with Theo from the Cosbys, and we don't talk about Cosby here, but Theo, he was innocent, hopefully. That's what everybody said, and that's what we're going by, right? They were an idealized American family. And so like figures for me, like Uncle Phil, Cosby, unfortunately, and Reginald, I can't remember the father's, Carl from Family Matters, they were like idealized father figures, right? And so my mom was a single mom. So those idealized father figures, aside from my Uncle Bud, who was my father figure, right? And then my Uncle Stanley was like my big brother figure. Aside from that, these other idealized versions I had of men were from television, Uncle Phil and Carl, and unfortunately, I don't want to say it, but Cosby, which is why the Cosby thing that came out really hit me, because I was like, damn, you are evil. But then you had Theo, who was the idealized version of just being a dumb teenager with two parents who loved him and a big old family, and being like, that's really cool. And you can see pieces of yourself in him making his mistakes, him doing this, that, and the third. And in your head, because I did see Malcolm Jamal Warner and other things when he was making music and stuff, you always had this idealized version of like him when he was 16 playing a 14-year-old. And so then they become immortal in your mind. Like the thing that I drew from the Hulk, from Hulk Hogan, was Andre the Giant in the 80s when he lifted that man up. Memories of him switching over to NWO, when WCW, stuff like that. They become these idealized versions who are actually timeless. And then when they die, it hits hard because it was like, yeah, but you weren't supposed to die. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be like us regular human beings. You don't do that. That's what regular folks do, not what you do. You're not one of those. So, long way of saying, though I may not necessarily have felt like a person like me was welcomed by a person like that, the Hulkster, I could understand the sentiment of growing up and having this idealized version of a man who was like a hero, literally like a real life hero in the wrestling ring. And then thinking like in your head, you never think about, oh, he's going to pass away because he's immortal. He's supposed to be immortal. They don't die. And then that happening. So that's why I would say like, sorry for your loss, because it's kind of a loss of a piece of still remaining innocence. Whereas like, oh no, but isn't he like, you're still a kid? Like, isn't he? But no, he's Hulk. He's not supposed to. That's Theo. Theo's always Theo. Theo's going to try to negotiate with his dad about getting a motorcycle so that he can drive his girlfriend around. That kind of, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm over here rambling. I don't know if I should already restart. I feel like I'm going to do it on manual. And then I'm going to try to go ahead and do, let's see, I have some, yeah. Oh, his, I don't even know if I want to know. I don't think I want to know those stories. Because the thing is like, I can't see any of it being positive or changing my mind. Oh, man. Usually when you get to know more about people's heroes, that's what I'm saying. So when you get that, like, idealized version, most of the time, do you know how many celebrities and stuff I was like, oh, he's awesome. Well, Cosby is the example. But, oh, he's awesome. And then you come and find out, it's like, oh, wait, you're this? Damn, I thought you were good. And now I don't even know if I can listen to your music. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff is the more you get to know. And I think that's one thing that, if you're older like us, social media has done is that it's pulled back the veil on a lot of, for a lot of younger people where we got to keep that veil for a very long time. Like they got to stay like these untouchables on this podium because we didn't have access. And then suddenly they're like, oh, well, we want to be able to talk on our own about this, that, and the third, social media, direct connection with the fans. And the problem is that direct connection has made us not like a lot of you. Regarding it's not, I didn't think it was. I can't, okay. You know what? We're not, because of that subject matter, not the whole, like, I don't give a damn what people think or how I felt about that dude. But like the subject matter itself, I don't want to be on this channel. But the thing is like, ain't no way there was going to be anything positive that came from that you say, when you say like, oh yeah, the lawyer said I can't say anything. If it was something positive, then he'd be singing it from the mountaintops. It can't be positive. Like, yo, I'm telling you this. You shouldn't be telling folks that I shouldn't be telling you, but spread this rumor because this is what really went. No, couldn't be. Could not be. Ignorance is bliss, I guess, is the key term in that. Not one thing could have been positive. Anyway. But I thought, okay, this is annoying. And the problem right here, Damien, get a turn back around. The problem right here is that, I need to heal, is that I need to attack that back row, but whoever's going to be here is going to get silenced. Like I can attack her singled up with Star Sapphire, put out the stun, with Black Canary, give her silence, with Damien, hit her a bunch of times, but she's going to come back and silence them. And that creates a problem for me. A very big problem for me. Yeah, so might as well heal if she's going to silence them again. Oh, all right. So I'm just going to go at Guy Gardner. Go with Guy Gardner now. Jeez. I think I'm being too cute. But no, I'm going to do some Guy Gardner fights. I'll come back and try to do this again because I'm in stubborn mode now. Since I missed the start of the stream, did you pull Guy or even try to? I pulled Guy this morning morning for me. So about 12 hours ago, I pulled Guy Gardner. I built him up to rank 5, got some gear on him. So Red to go. This feels like it worked a little bit, but not quite to what I needed it to be. Um, so yeah, I'll go ahead and I'm really just trying to get this last 500,000 so I can upgrade one piece of his gear so I can get a little bit more crit on him. So then I can go at So then I could go take him into playing against folks. I felt that way about Kobe and Mac. Yeah, Kobe for 100%. And I like kind of what happened at the end where he was doing more things with his daughter and more things to try to get like women involved. But still though. Oh, really? Okay. Because it hit me in the chest too. I got to be honest. I did not. I think that was the first. No. Because Uncle Phil died. No, when Uncle Phil died, that kind of caught me off guard because I was like, what? I think that I'm trying to think of like the first celebrity death that really made me be like, hold on, wait. No. Say that again. I think it might have been Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston or Michael Jackson, because then they died in like the same year. It might have been them because they were my mom's age. You know what I mean? Like that was, and plus Whitney Houston, she had her troubles and everything, but that's a thing about media, which is that you can kind of live forever in the period of that person that you like the most. So I won't mention that guy's name on here either, but we can think of other musicians perhaps that did not exactly go the way that we thought they would go. Is this going to be enough? Of course, then I said 320. What do I think? That their careers did not exactly end up where we thought they would end up based on who they were and how they started their careers. There's several musicians. I'm thinking of one specifically. I don't want to say his name. So that, but I think, because Kobe just, someone sent me messages. I got a bunch of messages and I was like, okay, so they're lying. They're lying with a helicopter. Okay, that's just made up. It had to have been Whitney. I want to say it was either Whitney Houston or Michael Jackson. I cannot remember. And that's the funny thing too. If we name celebrities for like, if we keep naming celebrities, now we can, except for Malcolm Jamal Warner, all the other ones that we named have something in their past that, or in their present that, well, I guess they don't have a president anymore, that we're like, I need to stick in the era of when I knew them because they were not, you know what I mean? Like it's funny how that works now. Didn't even think about it. And was Whitney Houston one of the, well, no, Michael Jackson had to be one of the first ones like that, where there was like a bunch of stuff brought up and it was like, oh, wait, oh, okay, you might be a terrible human being. Look at how far away I am. I'm 60,000 away. What is that? What even is that? 60,000? And I get what? How many an hour? I'm about to do something stupid. Oh, wait, why are you doing this? I'm about to do something stupid. And for every hour, I get 30,000. Yeah, I'm going to do something stupid. It's 54, not even. How dare you? I'm still going to be short, aren't I? I'm still going to be short. Bet money I'm still going to be short. Bet money I'm still short. 2,000. Guys, I'm trying to do a stream and a YouTube video here. A little help. Where am I getting 2,000 from? 9,000. Okay, good. Now we can do this to Guy Gardner, and I am officially like broke. I'm college broke right now in this game. Jeez. Okay. That added 7% more crit, which will take us over the 33% threshold that I wanted. Is it? 32, right up on there. So 1 in every 3 hits. He goes on his first attack. He throws 1 to 3 punches. So now we're going to take Guy Gardner into All right, let me try to start recording something a little bit. I bought the guy, just pulled 40x, no dice. Really? Dang. I bought guy and have since used the same equivalent in value of tickets to try and get him to level 6 and haven't pulled. What? What? These gotcha games, man. Damn. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna start recording, but I think I'll leave you guys up for the chat and all the interaction for this video. All right, so start recording. Let me know if the stream goes funky. I said this morning I changed the settings, and hopefully, let me get this out of here. I changed the settings, and hopefully that will lead towards me being able to record, which is easier for me to edit the video later, and you guys not having a horrible experience. So in 3, 2. So this is just a fun video. This is just a fun video. What are we about to do? Well, we are about to go ahead and take Guy Gardner into a bunch of battles against my friends on DC Worlds Collide. Let's get to it. All right. And 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gardner here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, it's going to be haphazard. It's going to be more fun. Chad is in here with me, going through basically what they went through when trying to deal with getting Guy Gardner. Some of us pulled him within the first 5, and some of us have exactly what, let me get exactly what the homie Bird said. Okay, I bought Guy and have since used the same equivalent in value of tickets to try and get him to level 6 and haven't pulled him. That hurts. That hurts a lot. And then who else? Oh yeah, Rello. Just pulled 40 times, no dice. I got him on 5. Okay, so what I've done is, if you saw my previous video, I did him in attack, 2 attack, 1 crit. I've changed up that a little bit. Sorry, hopefully you watched this video too. To where now I'm putting crit on him. I'm doing 2 crit, and then 2 crit sets, and then 1 crit, 1 attack set. And then here on the helmet, I've gone ahead and tried and like leveled it up to get this extra bit of crit here. And I think this piece that I found that I didn't even realize I had, which I should take up to level 12 just to increase the crit here. But I am so cash strapped, like I'm college poor in this game right now, that I can't do it. When I get a little bit of gold, I will. So his crit rate right now is at about 33%, which is what I like, especially since in skill 1, he is going to throw 3 balls at the enemy. That's the ultimate. Lob 1 to 3 punches per attack. Now the last one's going to be a crit hit, but I like that 33% chance to get a crit on one of those 2 first attacks, hopefully. So now, because there's one limitation, it's a pretty big one. He's rank 5. So I can't take him into my regular arenas. I can't take him into any of the story mode, any of system recovery, because we can't go backwards, right? Come on, guys. Can we fix that, developers? I just want to go back. But what we can do is go to our friends list. There's a friend right here I need to, I guess, accept. What's up? Also, real quick to the developers, when you click like accept, they leave a comment. That can you leave that in the private chat so I know what the person said? That'd be nice. Cool. Thanks. All right, so we're gonna go find other opponents who are slightly lower level than me, who are my friends, and then I'm gonna battle against them with Guy Gardner. Do a few of these, probably quite a few, because I think this is gonna be the whole video basically. I'm looking for teams around 500 to 800K. Now I'm going to put out the team I'm going to use now, and that'll give me the scale, and I'll battle it, and that'll give me the scale of like what kind of teams I'm trying to face off against. Now, part of this is also me evaluating Jessica Cruz, because Jessica Cruz, from what I saw this morning, was hitting like a truck, because she also gains attack when her allies get shielded. So he shields himself on a passive. Lex is going to shield everybody. And then I wanted to put in John Stewart because he is a lantern, and I think he does produce a shield somewhere in his kit. I have to put him in this situation because he is also rank 5 and he's a tank. So he's not going to be able to take a lot of damage, especially when going up against like larger rosters. And then who else would I have to complete this team? I guess I would have a healer, even though Lex probably provides enough shields in this current situation. So I don't want to go with anybody too strong. Who else could I run with him? Should probably be support. Actually, I could run him with Two-Face. Two-Face on his kit on his passive will, in case you don't know, haven't seen my guide. Why haven't you seen my guide? When he's on the back row, that goes to his bad side, and that increases damage for the back row allies by 14%. So that'll help Guy Gardner hit a little bit harder, and actually Jessica Cruz too. Now, this is Guy Gardner's video. We're looking at 817. So that means the next time I go, and I wish I could save this team. As a matter of fact, we'll just do the handy dandy notebook thing because we're about to nerd out. All right. So we got JC, got Lex, got Guy, got John Stewart, and then we got Two-Face. Two-Face. All right. So I know what I'm working with because the other thing too is when I go into the next team, they clear out the whole thing, so I can't save it. I'm not going to put any reinforcements because we are already punching kind of down, so I don't want to take too big of an advantage there. This is Guy Gardner's video, so we're going to put him first. Lex's shields will help with Jessica Cruz getting her attack up for her ultimate. That's going to wipe. John Stewart does set up and then perform counterattacks. I won't worry about that here because we're punching down. And then Two-Face is just there for the damage amplification, but he does put down bleeds. I think this is what we're going to go with. So let's go. And let me make sure my... Okay, so my ultimates are on auto. So he shielded himself. That gave 1 stack to Jessica Cruz, who immediately hit Soups, and now that stack is gone. Lex, oh no, we'll have the ultimate from Guy Gardner here in a second. Okay, decrease heals from the bike. Jessica Cruz has already put Soups into immunity mode. Oh. That would have been nice if he didn't have, if he didn't have his immunity already up, invulnerability. Okay. So now, okay, well, Jessica Cruz is going to go again. Oh, but, okay, so Soups has already lost his invulnerability, so that's good. More shields going up. I feel like I've seen this multiple times today. I think this is like my 3rd time seeing this. I feel like this is my 3rd time seeing this. Oh, she's hitting him hard. All right, so that was a stack. That was because of the stacks that she got from all the allies being shielded. When Guy Gardner goes again, what you're going to see here, if we get a chance to do it, she's hitting. That's cool. There's a shield that she just put out, so she just got a stack. She's going to go off now. She has 6 stacks. Yeah. This wasn't supposed to be about you, Jessica. Although I'm happy that it does work because now he's giving himself shield. It's giving Jessica Cruz more stacks. More shields going up. Okay. So I'm going to try to find a team that's around 800K. Okay, so let's see. Anybody around? 24, Sky, Cooper Trooper. I think I challenged him earlier today, and that might have been a little bit closer of a matchup. Yeah, okay, so let's go here. We'll see. What is this team looking like? What is this team looking like? Yep, 967. So I'll actually be punching up. That is preferred. So a little bit of a punch up, not too much, to see how this team performs. Two-Face. Two-Face is the wild card in this whole outfit. Where's Guy Gardner? Where'd you go, man? Why are you hiding? There we go. All right, so now, so you're not getting Guy. There's Cooper right now. Trooper Cooper, we're facing off against your team. So, how do I want to arrange the ultimates here? Jessica Cruz is really cracking skulls right now. All right, so we'll put this back. I think. I don't know if I want Guy. Well, it is his video. I'm going to let Guy go first. I kind of even want the setup. And then, because Jessica Cruz's ultimate is really. What's up, Theo? Theonitis. She's really doing damage. So I'm going to let her ride on the side real quick. I'm going to put. Actually, this Mighty needs to stay over here. Green Arrow is going to murk her. Actually, maybe this should go over here now. But then this is a problem. See? Boop, boop, boop. Okay, here we go. Let's see. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get the reinforcements. I might need reinforcements here. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see if this works. I have damage reduction on the shield here. Yeah, well, that's the only one I can get right now. Okay, let's go. Tell me 5 best characters. The 5 best characters in the game right now. Wonder Woman, Deathstroke, Sinestro. They're all gonna be legendaries. Are they all gonna be legendaries? I need to look at the rosters because I don't want to just tell you the ones I have. Like, for example, I don't have Deathstroke. Sinestro I do have, and I can see where he's going to be great. I don't know if he's going to be top 5, though. I need to look. Wait. Bro, how'd you get the tank? Oh, somebody did ask me that on stream. Or no, in the comment section. I meant to get back to him because I was answering comments today. This did not go well for me at all. Basically, we got to attack Troopa again. I can't let that happen. We cannot let that stand. Basically, there was an event. It was a special event. Like, there's a special event right now in the well, when you go to the event section, I can't remember the name of it right now. For a digital universe, for example, there's one right now for Guy Gardner to get more of his frags and to get like the super encrypted tokens. It was one more like that Guy Gardner one, and then you had to complete this little puzzle thing and on the 4th time that you completed it, then you got the tank. So it's nowhere to be found now. I will say this: focus on the Batmobile. The tank is, you saw the tanks that you saw. I didn't put the tank in. I put in a common, an elite, and then another legendary, which is the Batmobile or epic, whatever you call it, over the tank. Because it hurts me too whenever I use it. Okay, so maybe we use Zatanna so we get the frantics. A little bit more heals. We'll put Guy Gardner in there, but I'm going to rearrange it so that his ultimate goes second. So we get our shields out first. And then maybe I do let Jessica Cruz pop off. All right. So yeah, I'm not using the tank. Because it does what I think is reduced now to only doing 90% damage to my front line. Yeah. So attack damage, it does 70% damage to the enemies, all enemies, and then 90% damage to my front row. So it can be good, but lately I've been in some tight matchups, and the last thing I need is a tank giving me more damage. So yeah, I don't feel too bad about missing that event, and I'm sure it'll come back around at some point. All right, let's try this. Hopefully Zatanna goes out first and gives us all that frantic. Yep. I am really glad that Jessica Cruz does get those stacks with the John Stewart might be a weakness here. I'm really glad that she gets that stack of shield based off of Guy Gardner's passive. That makes them a really good pairing. I think that makes him a really good pairing. I think John Stewart is the weak one in this matchup, but I think that's because he is only rank 5. And I don't even know if I have the best gear on him right now. I should probably check that. Oh, restart. Okay, so let's see. Now we go with Guy Gardner again. I'm going to leave John Stewart out of it. Jessica Cruz. I still need those shields from Lex. They're too good. They are too good. We'll put you here, though. Is Green Arrow attacking him? That is never winning here. Now Troop is talking trash. I'm never going to beat his team, huh? I'm never going to beat his team. I'm never going to get my shield team to beat your top 5. I mean, if I put my Wonder Woman in, it'd still be the shield team technically. All right. We're not going to put John Stewart in. So who do we put in instead? That's not too. Is Red Hood too strong for this? I mean, we still be at 803. But he doesn't. The thing is, the reason I put in Jon Stewart is that I'm trying to find the benefits to them. And of course, you're going to benefit. Well, if I'm running Guy Gardner and crit, then of course Red Hood would go because on his team synergy, he increases crit damage by 20%. So I guess that is a good synergy. I guess maybe I'm focused too much on the whole lantern concept. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. I still think I need Lex to go first, albeit they're getting to ultimates real quick. If Lex goes first and hers are gonna, okay, we'll do that. We will do that. Then the heals. Okay, fight. I use Hal, Jordan, Guy, Jessica, and John. They are almost always putting a shield up every attack. Yeah, that's the thing. I just need Lex now. That's the thing. Yeah, April, exactly. I want to be able to do. The problem with Jon Stewart is just that he's so weak. At least against this matchup that I'm doing right now, he is too weak for me to do anything with. If I had him like rank 8, I think I would be more comfortable I think he would perform better, honestly. Okay, so there's a shield. She's got her stack back. Now Lex is going to go. He's going to give shield to 3 allies instead of 4 because Red Hood is down, which should give her 4 more. Guy Gardner is going to go next in his ultimate. I would have loved for him to kept that frantic. Oh, wow. Okay. Wonder Woman. Should I do the cheesy thing to Wonder Woman? Is that what I should do? Wop, wop. Okay. Uh-oh. Same. We got silence over here on Guy Gardner, too. We do not like that, but she just gave him some shield. We do like that. I probably need some heals. Good attack would have been better if we had stacked more shields beforehand. So, uh-oh. Well, they just put up shields. Oh, and Guy Gardner's gone. Dadgum. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to change my lineup and see if you can beat it. Okay. But to be fair, I'm experimenting here. Trying to see what goes best. But go ahead, change your lineup. I'll find somebody else, and then you let me know when you're ready. And maybe I'll go at your lineup a little bit harder and not be so cute about it. But for now, no, not restart. But for now, still testing Guy Gardner. Let's see. So that was about it. So 24-21. So let's see about Kal-El. I think I challenged him this morning in Divine Fist. So we'll go down to Kal-El and Divine Fist, and then we'll get back to Troopa Koopa. Similar. Guy Gardner's mighty, so it shouldn't be much of a problem. And now I have been focusing on Jessica Cruz a lot, like how she's going. Now I really need to keep my eyes on Guy Gardner because I feel as though he's not doing bad. Lex. And here's the other thing too, guys. When you see Jessica Cruz's damage versus what Guy Gardner's doing, you cannot compare the two. Rank 5 versus rank 8, you cannot compare the two. You have to adjust for that in your head. Just be aware. Jessica Cruz is going to outperform him here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the Red Hood and Zatanna thing since they want to crit. And then we'll take the you go first approach, then you. Yeah, I'm going to put Jessica Cruz back just so she's not so prominent. Deploy. Bet. All right. So let's see. You show the damage chart at the end? Yeah, sure. Taha, I'll do that. Oh, this is you. I should beat you. Okay. And that's your thing, too. You guys don't believe me, but... Okay, let's see. We'll see. All right. I'm doing the old man thing. I think I told you guys that before. I'm trying to just be sure to keep your names because your in-game name, your Discord name, your chat name, it's all different. Okay, Trooper's ready. His change. So I'm gonna fight this one. I'm gonna fight this one for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to Divine Fist, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna end the video, seeing if Trooper has built a team that I can't beat. Okay. So up to Guy Gardner now. Problem is he's hitting into Soup's immunity. That does not do anything for him. We can't see anything on that. Okay, that seemed like a pretty decent hit that he just threw at Kid Flash. Trying to remain optimistic despite the haircut. Oh, well, this is game over. Okay. Yeah, Jessica Cruz, you showed out. We know. Yeah, Theonidas. All my names are the same, bro. Oh, let's go back. Okay. Where are we? Rescue Panda. Grim Knight. He hasn't been on in a little bit, has he? Where am I? I can't see anything right now. Darkology I faced off against this morning. Why am I not seeing? Oh, yeah, Divine Fist, Kal-El. There we go. So we'll try at Kal-El one more time. One more time. Oh, oh my God. I always forget. You know what? I always forget the damage chart at the end. Taha, I'm sorry. I always forget and then have to do it 4 more times. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm just as upset about that as you. Jeez, what is wrong with me? I get distracted. All right. So, Guy Gardner. And then who else did I have? Who else was in there? I kind of would want to do heals, though. Damage at the end. I gotta remember damage at the end. Damage. It was Red Hood. I don't know if that was too much though, with all that crit damage. Oh well. We'll do it anyway because that's what I did before. We'll do Guy Gardner for his damage. And again, so when you see the damage graph though, bear in mind rank 8 versus rank 5 when it looks like Jessica Cruz is doing a bunch of stuff, okay? So now we stay focused. All right. I'm trying to decide if that was good damage against Superman DCU. It would help, and I think maybe also from the damage chart, I also need to check what levels the team was at. All right, here we go. That was half of Superman's health bar on a Superman, OG Superman. OG Supes. The ult was like 50%, maybe less, maybe a little bit more. So approximately 50. When he did his basic attack, damn it, Jessica Cruz. When he did his basic attack against DCU Superman, 5 to 10%. 5 to 10%. I'm noting this down because it's basically what I'm going to try to use to evaluate the data chart at the end that I'm going to remember to bring up. Oh, Jessica Cruz. Fire. Okay. Bet. Okay, so now Jessica Cruz did 1 million. He did approximately 500,000 in damage. Okay. A little bit of shields, of course. Shield. So everybody was gaining shields. I believe that's what it is, not how much you were giving out. Okay. So like half the damage. And now I think, do we get to see, can I do this or do I have to go to the actual, I think I have to go to the actual team. And I didn't have any reinforcements. I forgot to put those on, but I guess that's fine. All right. 50% of what Jessica Cruz did, and she was cracking skulls. And she had a trait, advantage as well. Okay. Yeah, I think it was good damage too. I think it was good damage too. Okay, so now going back, and now I'm going to check to see what we were hitting into. Right? What we were hitting into. I'm telling y'all, I'm on my old man mish right now. What we were hitting into. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. That's not what but we did face this. So we faced a rank 11 Superman DCU at 180. Wonder Woman was there too, 180. Supes was there, 160, rank 9. Wonder Woman was rank 8. So he was doing, hold up. So on a level 180 DCU, when he threw out that pitch, it took like 5 to 10%, right? New code, what's up? You guys watching new code? I'm about to type that in. And I need to put that on the, DC Dub C SDCC. I need to put that on the community tab too. So it was a rank 11 at level 180 Supes. Our guy Gardner is rank 5, level 200 leveling. I wonder if I get to see the gear that's on this. Pretty good gear too. That's good gear. That's some good gear. Okay, so then that makes the 5 to 10%. Let's say 5, but I don't know. On Supes for his basic, like opening up, more impressive. With this Supes, it's level 160. The gear's okay. Has a lot of speed. The gear's okay. Although with the block set, I don't know if it was blocked though. And he did 50% damage. Combat power 145, 436. What is the combat power of my... Hold up. 145, 436. All right. What's the combat power of DCU over here? 210, 755. Now, what's the combat power of my... Wonder Woman too, but put it this way, I'm not really checking for Wonder Woman right now because the two bits of damage that I noticed or that just popped out to my eye were DCU and Superman, or OG. I need to know what's the power level of mine right now? 116. So he was punching up on both of them. He was not as big of a punch up on OG Superman. Only about 30,000 for OG Superman, just under. Okay, 116,490. All right, so that was, all right, okay. I like that damage. I do like that damage. I'm eager to see, what's up, Enzo? I'm eager to see where it goes from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep playing. But this video is already 30 minutes long, so I'm going to end the video and then just continue with the stream. But I like his damage. I do. I think he did well punching into OG Supes and to DCU. So now we keep going. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, so we can stop the video and now I can just do stuff. Okay, so we're going to put in that promo code real quick first. And I guarantee that promo code is going to have the goal that I needed, that I was like scrambling for beforehand. And then we're going to go back into attacking Troopa and Divine Fist. Yeah, hey, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. There we go. Remove the space. Boom. Redeem. It's in the inbox. I have Green Lantern guy, 10 stars, and he outperforms my 10-star Batman. Gucci VZ, what's up? And wow. that doesn't necessarily surprise me, but it's good to hear. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's as it should be, seeing as how he's a newer character. I hate it for Batman because I love Batman, but that's as it should be. Oh, this is a lantern, and 500 gems. Thanks for that. Lantern cover. That would have been nice for the video. Been nice if I gotten that before. Okay, cool. We'll let Batman be a lantern for a little bit. Although there was that comic. No, I never saw the comic, and if anybody can help me, because I've tried to Google it before. Yes, he was working well in the Shield synergy with Jessica Cruz, especially. If I'm telling you to pair him up with anybody right now, it's Jessica Cruz. And if it's a trio, it's Jessica Cruz, Lex, and Guy Gardner. There was an image I saw of Batman getting the power ring, the Green Lantern ring, and it looked nuts. And I only saw that image on the internet like 10, 15 years ago. And I cannot find the comic where that happened. Anybody, help me. Anybody. I want to know what that comic is. Okay, we're done. But I was, all right. So I don't know what, my brain is weird. But anyway, so it's good to know that Guy Gardner is more powerful than Batman. He should be. However, I want Batman to still be Batman. I want him to be the best. And honestly, I'm going to keep dumping resources into him anyway. I've made that decision, whether he's good or bad. Okay, so now I have 7,000. I have 7,000. Still more than in my real account. But okay. Let's see. There's nothing else I can do with it. All right, so here we go. We're going to go back to attacks. All right, so he changed this. Oh, no, I was going to go change the frame. That's what it was. Let me go change this frame real quick. Just for a little bit. I'm still proud of this frame, though. Soft launch player. That means that you guys don't have it. Ha, 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 ha. All right, so lantern, equip. No, we always, that's never going to change. Okay. So, back to Trooper. I swear I wish we could just do this in alphabetical order. I feel like I've already passed your name. I'm just too fast. There he is. Okay. Confirm. Bro. Okay, look, man. Okay, what had happened is I was trying to hurry up and get to rank up a piece for Guy Gardner for the video to give him some more crit. That's what happened to all my gold. I used every last scrap of it. So he's pretty good for tank heroes with crit rate. Okay. He's pretty. So wait, you're saying Guy Gardner is pretty good? Oh, you mean like against tank heroes with crit rate? Okay, okay. That's what I think. That's what you're trying to say, right? Atomic. Okay, so now, oh, you changed your lineup completely. All right. So is this more conducive to trying to battle with Guy Gardner? Because it's a whole lot of agile. Let's see. What's up, Dekai? I'm doing great. Work was actually not so bad today. I got a lot of stuff done. I pulled Guy Gardner first thing in the morning. That was nice. But it also put me in the position of I don't know if I should go for him hard or not. Like if I should really put that effort forward. I feel unfair using Lex here. We're going to make the rest not good. Yeah, so like he's good at hitting into tank heroes. Okay, cool. That's good to know. That is good to know. Do you have a lot of armor piercing on your Guy Gardner? The substats? Okay. You know what? I'm just going to run this. Because I want it to be a slight disadvantage. I don't want it to be too, because we have a big advantage here. We have a big advantage here, at least for him. At least for Guy Gardner. Albeit the way Jessica Cruz is popping off now. I don't know if I can say that. Can I put her like in the 5th position, even though there's only 4? That would be funny. All right, so here we go. Fight. Dark Knight, Batman's the Dawnbreaker. Wait a minute. But I thought, and thank you, for real. I thought that wasn't Dawnbreaker when Batman ended up with Superman's powers and he just never slept? Was that it? But let's go ahead and put that down in the notebook next to the blue tab that has Sandman, Final Fantasy 15 or 14. I think 14 is a no-go. And then Kingdom Hearts. Now we add this comic. Y'all are going to blow my whole budget. Every time I ask y'all a question, y'all have the answers. And so it's something else I got to go buy. Dark Knights, Batman, Dawn, Breaker. Yeah, that's what I mean. I knew he didn't own it. As a template psychotherapy. Okay. I knew he never owned it, but I thought that it was like a what if. Because that's what when he had Superman's powers, I think was like a what if or something like that. So I thought it was just like I don't know, that's a Marvel thing. But I thought it was just like, because it was always if we think about what the Power Ring is supposed to be, how Jordan should have never had it. Because it's a person of will that's determined and is good. And if you think about a person who is determined to do good, you can look at, and Green Arrow. You could look at like Green Arrow and Batman both and be like, yo, these guys, Green Arrow survived an island by his damn self after losing family. Batman decided to take all the fortune that he had and turn himself into the ultimate human weapon. You know, that shows kind of an indomitable will because they got to be heroes without any of the powers, just with intelligence and ingenuity and hard work. Hal Jordan was a test pilot and reckless, and he had the will of like, I don't care if I die. But you know what I mean? Like, thanks, April. I appreciate you. I'm going to look that up as soon as I get that. In fact, you know what? Instead of writing that down, I'm going to actually copy this and put it in Notepad. That's probably the better thing that I should probably start doing more often is using Notepad to take notes instead of still scribbling in a notepad like I'm still scribbling in like a notebook like it's 1982. There we go. Notepad's up. It's up. Okay. Actually, that's where I also put a lot of the codes. So this team is not really beating your team. Tricky. And let's go ahead and copy this other code. Cool. That's what I'm going to do. Uh-oh. Guy Gardner fell. Got to be honest, not really focusing. All right. So let's restart this. Okay. So get back to it. I mean, should I add another? Okay, Black Canary. That's not a big jump. Oh, that's a pretty big jump. It's 200,000. Okay, well, we'll try anyway. And we won't do reinforcements. I'm trying to make it into a fight where it's like tight, where you're actually seeing them perform. He's going to attack with the highest anyway, so that part doesn't matter. Actually, Ocean Master, that doesn't matter for you, so we'll do this. He has Blue Beetle, which is going to be part of this whole block combination that he has. Nightwing, any of them get blocked, basically Ocean Master is going to hit us. So that's the goal of his whole thing. So Ocean Master is going to put out Weaken every time, and then when he goes on his ultimate, it's going to be applying 2 bleeds for every 1 weaken, something along those lines. So we're going to put Black Canary here, try to deal with Kid Flash. We're going to put Lex up front, help us with damage reduction. I could put it's still his video, but then I'm going to leave Jessica Cruz in the middle, help contribute to that damage. I may put Black Canary up further, actually, to give us more heals. Let's see. Okay, so let's go down. Um, Evil forever. He wills a sinestro core power ring against villainous power ring. Uh-huh. Y'all just giving me all kinds of stuff I need to go get. Hold up. Hold up. Someone already suggested the Outlaws to me as well that I need to go pick up. Outlaws New 52. I was told not Outlaw. What was it? They said Outlaws New 52, not Outlaws Rebirth or something because that one was trash. That was a solid hit on Blue Beetle, right? I saw that correctly. Let's see. Apparently we got a lot of Lantern fans in here now. Okay. So we got Blue Beetle out the paint, which is nice. Okay, John Stewart, I see you. Get those heels back up, the shelter. Set up your sniper rifle. Come at me, bro. So, Koopa, how are you feeling about Bloodsport? I mean, not in this moment, but how are you feeling about Bloodsport? Yeah, let me see. The other thing, the other comic. I think I got it. Yeah, all right, I got them all. I got all the comments. Cool. Thanks, guys. Wait, Forever Evil. No, I didn't get that one. Hold on. All right, so yeah, my block team is no, it's good. It's just not as powerful. Blue Lantern Flash was sick. Blue Lantern Flash was sick. I remember that because I did actually read Blackest Night, and one of my favorite things was that in DC Legends, I had God. They put out a Blue Lantern skin, and when I tell you, it was clean as it was so clean. And I remember I spent because it was for like a raid or something that we had to do, where we had to attack this one boss over and over and over again and get to a certain level. When I tell you, I spent I want to say like 3 or 4 days grinding for that it took so much out of me that I didn't grind for anything else for months after the fact. And I don't even think I really played the game the day after because it was just, I was constantly, I remember being with the woman I was dating at the time, being out with her, like with her and her brother we were cooking out in the park, and I got the phone next to me ignoring everybody. And it was a beautiful day with some good food. They're Italian. They know how to cook. And it was like, nope. And I only did that. And I was so done and tired that I was like, I can't anymore. And it was worth it. That skin was so damn clean. What's up, Osiris? He was a Sinestro Corporate. Yes, I already copied that over. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, April. Thank all of you who are giving me the notes on the comics that I need to read tonight. How's Guy Gardner? I think he's doing pretty well. I think he's doing okay. Like, I'm trying to gauge where he's at in the sense of like the overall scheme of things, because he is he's not powerful enough to run with my regular team. But from everything that I've done not strong enough. From everything that I've done so far, like, it looks like he'll scale well. Wow, that really messes with my mouth. I don't know what that is. Scale well. Nope, I don't like that. He be good when he gets stronger. Core Power Rings was originally recovered by him and meant for a contingency against Green Lanterns. Well, yeah, I guess. I missed a few of your live streams due to the busy schedule, but it's good to be back. Oh, no, good to see you too. We all got real life to deal with, which, if put it this way, this morning, the way I was feeling, the only thing thanks, Isaiah, I appreciate the love. The only thing that stopped me from like not playing all day on stream, which seems like ridiculous to do with a mobile game, but I do it, is the fact I had to go to work. If you ask the folks like in the stream, or if you go back and see the stream from this morning, I was having so much fun. And then I was like, it's 8:30, I gotta go to work. I gotta switch out the laptops. Okay, I think, did we go Damien? My Jabis. Okay. Well, sure. Sure. 793. That's something good to go into. All right. I really wish we could save preset teams. So far with Guy Gardner, though, and I've tried this, and I don't know if I am hammering a square peg into a round hole, but it feels like it works. It feels like, honestly, it works better for Jessica Cruz than it does for Guy Gardner, if I'm being real. And then this will keep us low level, right? So we're even. We're even. But basically, the shields are there to help support Jessica Cruz. Crack skulls. He does a shield on his passive whenever he does damage. Lex, of course, has a bunch of shields. We're going to get the shields up first. We're going to let Guy Gardner, shine. We're going to let Jon Stewart do his whole setup later. I still don't know if this is how I would run it if it wasn't for me trying to show off Guy Gardner. I'm going to put my reinforcements in because that team is on the same level as me, but I think my reinforcements actually might be slightly more grotesque. So let's see. Speaking of comments, does anyone know which Deadpool issue is the one where he's hanging upside down outside a window, spying on someone? Probably Copycat, but not sure. He was doing the Spider-Man pose. Sup, Loki? I have no idea. I didn't really read Deadpool that much, though I like the character. I wasn't really reading his comics that much. There was one Daredevil comic that a friend of mine let me borrow. It was a volume that he let me borrow. And I loved the artwork. It was like Daredevil Man Without Fear, but I can't remember the year that it came out. And I liked the artwork so much that I wanted to go back and buy that volume, like outside of college when I could actually have money. Lost touch with that guy, which there's a reason for that. And not even like in a negative way, just separate paths. That was solid. This went well. Wait, stop. Restart. I want to see that again. But I want to know what that comic is. But the only problem is that I would literally have to draw you what the cover of it is. Because what I'm going to describe, well, the art was really nice and cool. So it'd be so funny if I said the art was really nice and cool. It kind of had the sketch look and somebody just like this. Oh, wait, you're a genius. Oh, well, with the way they're developing technology now, pretty soon it'll be just brain link to brain link. And we can just say, do you remember this? Oh, yeah, I remember this. Thanks for having that thought and sharing it with me. All right. One more again. This time without the reinforcements. Or maybe just the Batmobile. Okay. You're stuck right now, Nana. Hey, Buckeye, I'm telling you that you've been on the last couple of streams. How's the new character worth? I don't know if I hate to admit this or not, but so far my answer is worth pulling. So far, at rank 5, he's doing things that I like. So I'm leaning towards yes. I would say, what's up, Mr. Tenty? I would say that was less than optimal hit. But Jessica Cruz didn't do too much better, and she's ranked higher. And of course, that was going to kill him, 140,000 crit. It's kind of weird for me to tell you to wait. I think he's worth it. If you're already doing your regular pulls, then go ahead and pull in his flag. Because here's the other thing, too. When you pull for him, actually, your desired characters, that thing is still there. So even if you had like some specific tunes that you were trying to go for, you can still go for them as well. Because when I got Guy Gardner, I also got Bloodsport same time. Well, not same time, like on the second pull. Ha, 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 just weaseling around. You know what? I'm using a character that supports his team by providing shields. Protection. Weird concept to protect your teammates. I know, right? It's like the offensive lines and most football teams do turn around and stomp out the quarterback, right? I think you have the Shield team and Jessica Cruz, then he's a must. Yeah, I'm leaning towards agreeing with April. Like, not even leaning. I fully agree with April because right now, especially with Jessica Cruz, he and Jessica Cruz are made for each other. I don't know what it is. I don't know about Boston dude with the Latina. I'm sure his family won't be happy, but apparently they fit. Spider-Man Rain Collection. I remember that series. Love the story character. I remember, if I remember the comic book correctly, and I don't want to go into details too much as a spoiler, but isn't this the one where like Spider-Man, and this is the start, so this is not a spoiler to the comic. Spider-Man is like a retired florist and is given up on being Spider-Man. And there's a very, very, I won't say what it is, a very, 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 very sad reason why. Don't spoil it for anybody if they haven't seen that one. But I think that's the one you're talking about, right? Expedition 33 must play if you haven't already. Expedition 33, what's that? Oh, you mean, are you talking about exploration from the game itself? Or are you talking about like a different game? Okay. I think I'm going to do one more fight with Guy Gardner. Then I'm going to go away, try to do 27:15, and then maybe come back for some more. Who am I fighting? Who am I fighting? Who am I fighting? Who am I fighting? I think we did this one already. Yeah, that's that one. Man, dude. I was not into that comic at first, and then I fell in love with it. And then by the time it got to the end, that might have been... Okay, here we go. I'm going to say something stupid. There are, like with reading, it's always stunned me when it makes you do an emotion, like emote. So, for example, watching a movie and crying isn't like surprising to me. But when you read a book and laugh out loud, and I remember it was a book called The Confederacy of Dunces. And also Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter was the first one. Confederacy of Dunces was the one that happened most. I was reading Harry Potter, and that was the first time I was like 16, 17. My mom did not want me to read that book. And it was the first time I read a book that made me laugh literally out loud. And it was a scene. I say scene because I think in movies. That's the thing. I think in like movies and stuff. And it was a scene where like Dudley had this whipping stick or whatever, and Harry Potter and the dad Vernon, where they were fighting, and I don't know how she worded it, but it was something like whatever, and then everybody ended up hit with a stick. And I remember like putting the book and outright laughing out loud, and I was like, books can do this to you. Books can make you laugh. And then at the end, and they didn't. I don't know if they put it in the movie because I only remember it from because I've read Harry Potter the first one. I've read it in German. I've read it in Spanish. I've read it in English, obviously. And that scene always hits me where he gives Harry the picture of his parents, so like the photo album or whatever. And I love the way that was written, and that almost got me to like tear up and actually be like really emotional about it. Dog, the Reign of Spider-Man, the end, you can like kicking me in my chest like I demand you cry. Like it was nuts. And I was like, this is a damn comic book. Why? I know what this is, and I love them. I will read one tonight when I'm off stream. And I was like, why is this? This comic book has me all in my feels right now. I was hurting by the end of that comic. It was hurtful. So Spider-Man Rain Collection, Reign. Read that. That had me like messed up. Confederacy of Dunces did that to me at the end too, because of the character who was so, I don't know. But those whenever there's a book or a comic book that puts me in that place, it sticks because I just don't expect it from comics. I think, well, me especially, I guess, I'm a much more visual person, and so I can cry at a commercial. What am I doing? 1 million at 79. This is never gonna work. But let's see how Guy Gardner does. Actually, this is to see if Guy Gardner really soups up Jessica Cruz in that way. How about that? Wonder Woman or Superman? How about both? Albeit, I feel like I should have Kid Flash instead for one of them. But I do need Lex for the shields. And we're going to let Lex go for the shields. We're going to have Heel come here. We're going to let Guy Gardner, in this case, is actually more like support for Jessica Cruz because of the shields he generates off of his passive when he does damage. The end of that series, because it's not just, it's gut wrenching because it's like, and I'm trying not to spoil, but it's like Could you imagine being in his place? Like slowly suffering. Oh my God. Like, oh, you don't. Okay. I'm going to give spoilers away. And if you haven't read it, I really want you to do. If you haven't read it, I really want you to. Because, man, it caught me. All right. On to another comic. On to another comic. Actually, has anyone read Mouse? Maus? Because that one I remember. God, this is going to sound so. It's going to make me sound like a tool, but it is what really happened. It is what really happened. Jeez, I've lived a life, right? So basically, a friend of mine, Emily, you'll never see this, but what's up? Still love you and miss you. That I grew up with. Her aunt lives in Spain, and I live in Switzerland, obviously. And her aunt sent me a message because they usually go to the U.S. for like a month. And they were like, "Hey, we're gonna be in the U.S. We're gonna be in the U.S. for 5 weeks. Do you want to stay in our house or apartment in Valencia?" And I was like, "What?" And they were like, "Yeah, can you just like take care of everything, water the plants and stuff, but you can stay there?" And I was like, "Sure." And it came right, and it was the perfect timing because I just lost my job, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to Spain for 5 weeks." And while I was there in Spain, I got this comic book called Mouse, which is from the perspective, it's like the mice are Jewish people and the cats are the Nazis, and it's set in World War II. Very like crudely drawn, but in a charming and charismatic way. Amazing story. And I remember reading that on the beach in Valencia, and that was a very, very, very like impactful comic because it was like they took a very, very, I guess, basic concept of cat and mouse and turned it into a very, very like halting perspective on what happened to his father, his own father, the guy he was right, or was it his grandfather that he was doing the comic for? It was his father's story. And it was really like dry. I think it was grandfather. I think it was his grandfather's story. And it was really, really like halting. It was very, very powerful. Okay. So there we go. Anyway, and now we're talking about powerful comics. I still haven't read City of Bane yet. Batman Year Zero I started, and I did get into it again. It's my third time starting it, and I haven't finished it. I have Hellsing, the manga. We knew this was going to happen. I have Hellsing, the manga that I started and haven't finished because I love that anime. So I got the manga of it. I have Monster, that manga, next to my bed that I need to read as well. Just finished, Dan Brown Origins. So anyway, this is not going to be good for Guy Gardner. Let's go ahead and say that for real. That's not going to be good for Guy Gardner. And we know Napo's team is going to stomp me out. Okay, let's try this one. Maybe. I think that's going to be too low, though. Have you read Absolute Batman? No. What is Absolute Batman? No. What happened? Who's that? What happened? Who's that? Absolute Batman. I don't know about all that. I have come into this conversation skeptical. Did they? Okay, well, yeah, I'll let you let me know. Check out Blame. I have seen, okay, so recommendation of Blame. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. Man, I'm just using y'all as like sources of like Chat GPT. Tell me some awesome mangas and DC comics. Okay. So here we go. So we got our base. Oh, they're at 605. So this isn't such a big punch up. We can do. I really want to get Jon Stewart to work, but I don't think I can get him to work at rank 5. I need to get him up higher. And we'll do Black Canary. Okay. With no reinforcements. Blame is now on the list. The very long list that I just detailed for you guys. I'm realizing right now, whenever I tell people that I like, this has happened more than once today. This has happened more than once on this stream. I'm realizing now, like when I tell people, oh, I don't get a chance to read much. I don't get a chance to read a lot of comics. That might be a lie. No, I never read All Star Superman, but I saw it and I did see the movie. That was it. That was the other one. Birthright, the Superman Birthright movie. It caught me off guard how much the end of that comic affected me as a parent. It really like choked me a bit. How much that affected me as a parent. Has anybody read Superman Birthright? Because that was a good series. And I'm not really into Superman comics like that. That's not fair. I do like Superman comics. They're okay. Oh, there goes Kid Flash. That's not fair. I do like Superman comics. I just don't read them that often. It's a universe made by Darkseid, so all your traditional characters are a lot darker and more so just beginning their journeys as heroes. It's like New 52. Excuse me. New 52 meets Sin City. Sold. Say less. Say less. Say less. Say less. Okay, well, there goes my entertainment budget for the month already. We get to play. We need to. My entire entertainment budget is going to go into. It's going to go into DC stuff. It's going to be comic books and DC World Collide. And thank God there's a. Okay, I was going to say like y'all taking all of my daughter's birthday gift money. Not for real though, but still. Okay, well, this is the thing too. I wanted to do. All right. Let me set this up because people do want to see Guy Gardner, and I'm just over here talking with my friends on chat. People do want to see Guy Gardner. Let me go ahead and set him up again. Basically, this is what I was talking about, and someone put in my Discord, because there was a Discord exclusive section that I never removed from that Discord because I was thinking about what exclusive stuff I could do with Discord, with Patreon, all that jazz. And I told you guys already that I recorded like 4 watch-alongs. And I don't know how I feel about them because I'm watching this movie, okay, straight, and I'm not talking a whole lot. Not as much as I'm doing now because I'm not interacting with anybody, right, clearly. But I don't know. In the format of watch-alongs, I think that's what they're supposed to be. Where it's like you're talking through the thing a little bit. You're not dominating over the content, but it's like watching a movie with the person. So I made a few of those, and I was tempted, like, before putting it behind, like, putting it on Patreon, and then having, like, my idea was, like, half of them are free, and then the other half is behind a little paywall of, like, $2 or something. Oh, my back. I wanted to put it in the Discord exclusive side because I wanted to know, I think this is good. I wanted to know if anybody liked it, if anybody liked that content. And part of the other content stuff that I wanted to do, which I actually did do, I actually recorded some comic book reviews back when I had a producer and had him go through all of it, and I just never released it. It was a manga about a guy who, I think it was called The NPCs in This Game Are Way Too Real or something like that. And I was like, this is a weird type. That is happening every time. It's like, this is a weird thing for a comic. But the manga ended up being good. I think I'm on the 2nd book right now. What made me move to Europe? I can't say that. That's too crude because kids might watch this. Let's say love. Married a Swiss woman. That didn't work out, but I'm staying over here for my kids. That's the abridged version of that story. That's the abridged version of that story. But yeah, that's what made me move over here 18 years ago. And I took a lot of struggle, but built up a little life over here. Not everything is perfect, but I don't think anybody can say that. Or at least most normal people can't. But no, it's a good life. I recommend him if you just want to get the gist of what the story of a comic is. Comics Explain. I've heard of that channel. I have. And the problem is not that it's not the it's the concept that I like it and I think it'd be cool, but also, and I think that's what it is. It needs to be for comics that I'm not going to read, but I have the intention of reading all of these, like Monster and Hellsing. I mean, I know what happens in Hellsing. I watch the anime, but like to me, sounds stupid. Having wine, putting on either my comic book playlist or yes, I do listen to jazz. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. On the couch, reading a comic. That's nice. That's nice to me. I'm not even into like watching TV anymore as much as I used to, especially. Okay, 27:15. I'm so sick of looking at you. I'm so sick of looking at you, and my viewers are sick of looking at you. My viewers are sick of looking at you, and I have no idea how else I'm going to go at this. I genuinely do not know what to do against this team anymore. And it feels like it's probably a leveling issue. And Wonder Woman right now is at 201. But I need to get the XP and I need to get the... Where's my convergence at? Hold up. Convergence is going to be a while before I can farm anything from there. XP tomorrow. What's happening with Evil Falls? Yeah, I was supposed to take Two-Face up to rank 7 to deal with this Evil Falls. However, I could. It's a game to play on console or PC. Theonidas? What game is to play on console or PC? I don't see where... you said, yeah, I did that too. I like it. I recommend him if you... Yeah. What's the game to play on PC or console? No, Tinty. And you know what? If I need him for it, fine. I'll play every other game mode. I will put $500 into this game just so I don't have to use Weasel. Promise you. Not really. No, I'm not doing that. Not ever. Okay. So let's see if I can farm here a little bit because we have leveled up since then, I think. And it's supposed to be bleeds and what else now? I think it's just bleeds, right? Yeah. Oh, and strong basic attack. Oh, that's why Wonder Woman's doing well here. Okay. Oh, Expedition 33. Gotcha. Okay. So Expedition 33 is a game. It's not... Oh, must play if you have... Aha. Gotcha. Okay. It's all coming together now. A way to break my heart. It's all coming together now. Expedition 33 is a console game. I'm guessing I can get it on PS5 or PC. I don't trust my PC to do anything other than streaming right now. I just got this to work properly. Maybe get it on PS5. But I got to do Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy 15 first. So Expedition 33, is that like a MMO or is that a RPG, just a straight up Final Fantasy 7 art style RPG? I don't know what the regular traditional RPGs are called now. That's not going to work either. Well, we can go ahead and run this simulator once, but that's boring content for you guys. God, it's driving me up a wall. This 2715 is driving me up a wall. Day of the decade story will make you feel it for sure. Okay, Jackal switch. Got it. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. Day of the decade. Is that another game? Okay. Y'all got me. My notepad is going to have so much stuff in it. Okay. Bet. I wish it would tell me who I copied this from, but that's fine, I guess. System recovery, I guess. Maybe we can farm here a little bit. I'm stuck on this as well. Ugh. All right, let's talk through it. Angreifer. So, tactical, we want to use agile. What are y'all doing here? I'm desperate to use Wonder Woman all the time because she is just too good. Green Arrow can go. He will handle them. I don't believe that will be a problem. The Frantic is still there for. And I do have Red Hood. If Green Arrow doesn't go here, I think I'll do Red Hood. And if it's still a problem, I'll replace Zatanna. Why am I scrolling through? I want to do this. Shouldn't use tactical, right? Fight. Oh, game of the decade. Gotcha. Best team for 2715 is Weasel, and no one else matters. Where are you at, Mr. Tinty? Like, where are you in the game? What level? Because one of these days there's gonna be a hard fall off from Mr. Weasel, and I'm gonna be there smiling. So, why is Wonder Woman already dead? Y'all weren't supposed to hit her like that. Uh-huh. Green Arrow solved that problem. Shot through the heart. You're too late. You give love a bad name. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. All right. You don't have to talk about it. It's okay. Personal information. It's like I asked you what your salary was. Oh, that's fine. I get you. I feel you. Some things we don't talk about on stream, like religion, politics. Okay, so. All right, so here's the problem, and I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it, and then Nightwing's going to die immediately. Batman is the biggest problem here because he has a positive trait matchup against basically everybody who's supposed to do damage. Let's see. And I will be awaiting for my apology video when you get him. I am doing the anti-streamer. This is the streamer luck. I won't get him. This game will shut down in 8 years, and I'll be like, and I still don't have Weasel. Now watch my next pull. He comes up. What I like about Absolute Batman is that all of his rogue gallery are his childhood friends. So you get to see the... Wait a minute. Wait. Why does that sound so familiar? Or am I thinking of Gotham? No, I feel like I've heard that from somewhere. When did Absolute Batman start? Is it okay if I join the Discord? I have a... Yeah, of course. Why would you... Yes. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Go. Chop. There's a section in the Discord that's for league recruitment. Don't even ask. That's what it's there for. You can't buy him for me, damn it. It's a gotcha game. It's a gotcha game. Haha. And honestly, that would be the thing too. If it wasn't a gotcha game, you are so invested in him as a character that I would actively, if I, you know how they have like nodes that you can farm in those other games that aren't gotcha games, I would actively avoid his node every time and stare at the camera. Every time I stare at it. In fact, you know what? In fact, I want to pull Weasel. I'm going to give him the Vixen treatment. I want to pull Weasel. And I will not put one single resource into him just because I know how much it'll bug you. I want to pull Weasel 100%, and I want to never use him. I want to leave him at the... I will upgrade all the uncommons around him just so that he's number one by himself. Oh, what are you doing to me? So now we can't take out Zatanna even though everybody was agile. Ugh. And Wonder Woman went so fast. Yeah, Weasel. I'll put Weasel in my next desired. And then I will put him on I will leave him on my roster, and I won't give him not a single resource. He won't even go into level link. Never. Oh boy, that's hilarious. Okay, here we go. Sure. All the absolute accounts are good right now. They are. But no, when did this year? 2024. Oh, so it like just started. No, because I mean, usually what I do is I wait sometime multiple years until I can get a volume. It's the same thing I do with like Netflix series or like TV series from before, where it was season whatever is on TV right now, and I would wait because I was like, I want to be able to binge it. That's how I do comics. It's like, oh, it's a really good comic. All right, cool. I'm gonna wait a year or two, so that way I just get all of volume 1 and then I just read it all. He's only in League. Good. But I'm still pulling League stuff too, and I wanted to get Dr. Fate out of there, but that seems like it's not going to happen. Wow, Batman, thanks for that. I thought we were friends. Oh, who killed Red Hood? Because he's about to get up and shoot. Pop. Oh. I have Absolute Superman, Batman, and Flash on pre-order for Volume 1. Oh, perfect. So Volume 1 comes out next month. Volume 1 comes out in August? Are something going to be 10 issues in the volume? Okay. I'm at 250k power. How do I beat System Recovery 810? It's Lex and Robin, but I can't beat Lex in 5 turns. With a lot of those system recoveries, I hate to tell you, I had to ignore them for like a week and come back when my team was more powerful to do the turns thing. That's what I have to do, because a lot of times if you're right at like where, for example, let's go back. We can check my other system recoveries, because you'll see in the chapters, like these aren't done, because, and maybe I could do them now. Maybe this one, for example, 23. I got to beat it in 6 turns. It says easy now. Maybe we can get this done now, but I have to go back, and I started 23 like maybe 2 weeks ago. Who knows when? Absolute Flash is pretty sad. Oh, what's up, V? How's your day going? So, Gardner, a player, he's first off the bench. He's a 6-man. I think he's good. I don't know if he's gonna be my 6-man or not, but I've started building a shield team because he and Jessica Cruz are a lovely couple. So yeah, I would lean towards him being closer to a starter than a bench warmer, especially if your roster is more shallow. But he was doing work only at rank 5, and to be fair, I was taking him to other teams that he could actually compete against. But he was doing some work. So I'm still testing. My judgment is still like subject to change. Let's just put that in big letters. But so far so good. I want to get him to rank 8 actually. I mildly regret not buying. Well, no, never mind. That was $50. That was insane. It's not that good. But yeah, I kind of regret. I'm going to do a bunch of pulls for him tomorrow and try to get him, like, I think I need 2 more times. Take him to rank 7, and then I'll get the other 40 frags from the the event for Guy Gardner, and that could take him rank 8. Okay, one sec. Let me do this real quick, and then I'll go back to reading. Do I have any other mighty damage dealers that could handle this? I mean, it'd be funny if I put Guy Gardner in now and he was a solution to this problem for me. I mean, we can go full. I don't think I need a healer. I say right before I get my face kicked in. Batman and Starfire. I've not been putting in Superboy lately, but I think part of that is because he's rank 6. And we just do all the damage. So Wonder Woman, Batman, Red Hood is there for the crit, Soups. And then the synergy. Oh, we don't have the. That was the plus. The burns. All right, let's see if this goes. What's up, Robert? You need Cyborg for that shield team. Yeah, I would love to have him. Right now, my head is really, really set on Deathstroke, but then I read Blue Beetle's kit again, now with more experience. And Blue Beetle would be perfect for my block team, actually. You would have Cyborg. He would be perfect for the shield team, especially with his damage reduction. And so I'm kind of like, I was so sure about a week ago who I wanted. And now when I get to it, I'm still going to go with Deathstroke, but I don't know if that's because I made up my mind before. So is this going to be done in 6 turns? Maybe. We're at 3 right now, so it's looking good. And when I tell you I tried this like 3 days ago and couldn't do it. Straight up. Theonidas. I don't have many. I only have Two-Face and Robin. Those 2 plus a strong DCU from my league got me to beat it in 6 turns. The 5 turns will be a while. Yeah. Oh, I got it in 6. Okay, cool. Yeah. But if you noticed, this is what, 2-3 chapters ago for me. Yeah, I'm on chapter 22. That was chapter 20. And I was just able to beat that one. Sometimes you have to like come back to it. It can be absolutely infuriating. Don't use any mighty characters. What? But they're my best ones. I'm going to do this like this first. And then I'll go back and beat it with no mighty. Because of this little son of a person. Right there. Okay. I kind of want Red Hood to hit to these guys. I would love if he would start hitting freeze. And we still want the ultimates in that order? Yeah. We'll do that. Okay. Yeah, Beetle. Great news, y'all. I had my eye on Jessica Cruz. Don't have her yet, but may make that my focus next week. And I've also come to the conclusion. Oh, look at me, breaking news! That they perform so much differently at rank 8, that I'm gonna start doing the character guides again for them at rank 8 before I start taking them up to rank 9. So I'll slow myself down a little bit in terms of like ranking up, but I want to use them at rank 8 because they perform so much better at rank 8 than where I had them before. And that's why when you see the guy Gardner guide that I put out now, I made sure to put rank 5 at the bottom, and I'm gonna start doing like trying to do it at rank 5, do it at rank 8, then I guess rank 10 or whatever. Okay, I'll try to use them. Well, let's see. Um, Hopefully that works out for you. Yami Yugi. Honestly, if you want to build bleed, might as well dip into block. They are better at bleeding, in my opinion. Than dude, preach. That is so like it building the block. God, see this? See this? How I can't beat this in 5 turns? Even with the mighty that they tell me not to use. No, bleed is so much. It's such a not busted in a good way. It needs work. The whole mechanic, the teams, everything, they need some kind of work done to them, some kind of buff. They do not work, and he is right. I get more bleeds out of running Nightwing and freaking Ocean Master than I do out of anybody on a bleed team. 7 turns. And I needed 5, so not even close. Back. Can't stand Phantom Stranger. And this is supposed to be where I use bleeds to affect him, but guess what doesn't happen? Him getting affected by bleeds. Because the shields are so strong, and the bleed mechanic being the anti-shield thing doesn't work. Doesn't matter when they go. Although it would be nice to, but I don't know who has the highest attack, so I have to wait. And Batman is only, you know what? Why not? But I think, no, was he attacking him on the, let me see this first. Okay. I pulled Deathstroke from weekly this week. He goes hard. See? See? And I feel like I need a single target. Oh, no, so he was attacking Phantom Stranger. Okay. Attacking. Okay, that's me. That's great English. So he was attacking Phantom Stranger. So now the next thing I would do is that adjust my thing? No. The next thing I think I would do is find a way to, and then Mr. Freeze says that BS. And actually those guys don't get multiple hits, so the actual weakening and everything may not be that great. It may be better to put Bane in and try to get a stun out there. Yeah, I'm punching into ice right now. Great. I noticed that as well. The characters are great. Videos, but at rank 5 and no work into the emblems, not so much. Yeah. French themed turn-based RPG. What? Katie, oh, I don't have many only. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. So then that was something up further. Okay. And already 5 turns. So it seems as though we need some kind of controlling effect. He's here. I might try something funky just for fun. And then I'm going to end the stream pretty soon, actually. I didn't even realize what time it was. I'm going to try something crazy. Let's see what happens. Black Canary has like really... I love Black Canary so much in this game now. She's amazing. For you. Yep, scream at him. Let him know you're here. All right, so next... She's not in level link, is she? Damn, no, she's not. So then who would be the one? Do I want it you or you? I wanted you. Okay. A great video idea would be to do characters that are performing well out of the gate, very versus after much development. That's one of those things of like I won't know until I know. Does that make sense? Because I'm not deep enough in the game to give that kind of advice. I can give a lot of like if you're first starting out, and I'm a little bit ahead of you, and I can give like character guides. But I can't tell you about end game because I haven't reached it yet. And that's one of those, like someone said, Pandora is not great in the early game or okay in the early game, but she's amazing in the end game. And it's like, but I'm not there yet. So yeah, but that is like, those are awesome video ideas, but those are the video ideas that come with like more seasoning. Like I had a way too early tier list. And the whole point of me saying way too early is that I only have like 75% of the characters in the game. So it is way too, Black Canary, you were not. At least we got silence on Phantom from Wonder Woman. Why does he need stun and silence? Give that to somebody else. You selfish. Damn. Oh, no. I'm not going to fake it. That's why whenever I say stuff, that's why I also say like put other content creator videos. There's a section in my Discord. If there's other content creators, I've seen a couple like recently and they only have like a couple hundred subscribers. And I'm like, plop them in the video, plop them in the Discord, get them some more subs, get them some more views, get some more eyes on them. So long as they're not some kind of like ridiculous, racist, homophobic, whatever. Hey, plop them in there. Let's get them some subs too. Let's all build the community together. That's when it's going to be the most fun. Did that almost kind of work? Did that almost kind of work? Did that work? No, because Freeze is a piece of I don't like Freeze. That would have been a good screenshot. Wait, when Wonder Woman does her silence, 60% when the damage crits, 60% chance to put on silence. That's why there's a benefit to having Red Hood here because he increases her crit chance. Because her crit chance is currently at 32%. He adds 20, so she's got a 50-50 chance of critting. Not to mention the Lasso of Truth helps with that. Okay. Her silence is going on to the frickin' minion in the back. Why is that happening? Where are you? There you are. Explain yourself. Oh, to the back row equal to 150%. Okay. So she only attacks the back row with that silence. I don't know why I thought it was whoever was in front of her. Okay, that does make sense. But then that also makes you useless in this situation. Okay, then I guess it would have to be Nightwing. And I need to make sure... Oh, I don't have Cheetah. Why am I asking for Cheetah? I'm asking for Cheetah because Cheetah manipulates the action bar for her allies to go first, but then I would still need the ultimates. Never mind. The idea would be Cheetah on her ultimate, she gives her allies 20% action bar, pushing everybody forward, which means that you get to your ultimate faster. So that idea would have been to like try to push it forward so that way we could get to Nightwing's ultimate before we get to Mr. Freeze's ultimate, and then we have two things going, so that pushes the team forward. He does have silence the front row. Is it 100% though? And I only have him rank 6. Ugh. I was supposed to take him rank 7 today, then I got Gardner. Yeah, he does. Tosses a coin, but it's on a coin toss. If it hits head, it inflicts silence and adds 2 stacks of slow. If it's tails, physical damage and adds 2 stacks of bleeds. The bleeds wouldn't be bad for Phantom. Let's try to run this one first with Nightwing in front, and if not, I'm gonna try Two-Face. Good shout, thank you. Because Nightwing has a passive of 20% block chance, but if you Look at his stats. It doesn't start at 20%. I don't think that's a stats thing per se. I think she has more because it seems like badges and passives don't actually add stats there. Oh, you mean Okay, I read the second part first. I get what you're saying. So she has higher crit. Well, oh no, to be fair, she has to have because I think even on the lasso, it's like 100% chance to crit out the gate. I don't. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if those stats actually translate over to her. Should probably go back and look, but we'll see because about to end the stream in a minute anyway. Is this gonna work? Probably not. And then if Soups is back here, what are you doing? Is Soups a waste of time here now? Should I add a different damage dealer or maybe a controller? We just doing whatever. We just doing whatever. Oh my God. Well, that defeats the purpose to stun him after he gets his shield. That's nice. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. My week has been pretty good. Had a very stressful, upsetting day before yesterday, but I'm preparing to move to my new place. That's what's on my mind right now the most is I'm preparing to move, and part of the excitement is like the place is pretty awesome, right? It's a pretty nice place. In the whole midst of this like breakup and like trying to recover, get your own place, whatever. I found this apartment. I'm not going to give like too many of the details on it. You suck, Mr. Freeze. But it's an awesome apartment, and I can't wait to move into it. It's this couple that's going to leave for a year or two on vacation, and they were like, okay, well, we're going to sublease it to you. That'll give me a chance to like just settle and stay in an apartment for a long time and then stack up so I can go ahead and put this deposit down on another place. But I can't wait to move there because in one of their rooms, there's like this office set up. And then I'll be able to set it up perfectly to have not just like home office, but then a YouTube studio. And part of like what my vision wants to be is that eventually, and not in this apartment, but whatever place I live in next, is to have it to where there is one person I'm talking to about doing some artwork for the channel. And I would like to have some like DC or comic book art like behind me, like actual they sketch this out kind of thing. You guys suck. Oh, but by the way, the person who's talking about beating system recovery, I'm coming back now and throwing everything I got at these guys 2 chapters ago, and I still can't get past them and clear all the conditions. So just so you know, it'll be frustrating. You'll get through it eventually. It may not be right now. You may need to go to another part of the game. Keep it going. So speaking of, it's up next week is and then my week is about to get better because tomorrow's payday. Paid. And I'm gonna go get me. Or actually, you know what? Sunday. It's either Saturday or Sunday. It's probably gonna be Sunday. I'm gonna have my karage don. Oh no, it can't be Sunday. Are they even open on Sunday? I don't think they're open on Sunday. If it's not open on Sunday, I'll do it Saturday just because I want to have my karage don from Suru Suru, get my Japanese food, nice good meal, go see Superman DCU. I think I'm going to do the lounge. I kind of want to do the lounge, even though it's stupid expensive. It's going to be my one treat for myself for this month because I'm still going to have to like keep the belt strings tight. So that'll be like my one treat for the month is like that. I don't know. This weekend might be nice. Congrats. Tough trying to hold back all the forward thinking, waiting for a date. Oh, you got a date. You got a date tonight. Is it tonight though? When you going to watch Fantastic Four? I'm just now trying to get to Superman, man. Live it up. So Mike got a date tonight. Good luck on the date. Just be yourself. Be yourself. If you're yourself, then put it this way. And maybe I don't know how old you are. And at the point I'm at right now, we can sign off on this. I'm done changing for people. I'll compromise some stuff. I'm done changing. You like me or you don't. I'm not going to be somebody I'm not. Anyway, on that note, good luck on the date, V. Or wait, or are you talking about date like payday? I'm going to just pretend like you said you had a date and I'm going to leave it like that. You guys have been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Morning for me, 6 a.m., midnight. Not for me. I meant for moving. Oh, you're married. Okay, then he's definitely not on a date. He's definitely not on a date. He's definitely not at a Coldplay concert with his HR director. He's definitely not doing that. He's definitely not. He definitely did not do that. That was another dude. Okay. So anyway. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, 6 a.m. for me, 12 o'clock New York time. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.